All right, folks. Monday night. Should have called it Monday Night Live. There was an old wrestling concept called Monday Night Live, I think, or Monday Night Raw. It's Coach Micheal Burt. It is 9. I feel like there's a lot of bugs here in Orlando. 9:17. I am in Orlando, Florida. Been on a Disney cruise with the family. Kent Earp, good morning. I got a low battery on my phone to keep up with me. And I'm out getting some exercise for the second or third time today before flying back to Tennessee tomorrow. And I did a session. Freddie Blanton, I did not see you on that call today, sir. 12:30. I do a Monday call with my students every single Monday. And I was just counseling a young guy, 28 years old, sells solar, 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. And I asked him a simple question, man. He was telling me about all these other coaches he was looking at. I said, name one of those coaches that has ever personally called you. Did that person call? He said, no. That person called. I said, man, I got 3,000 leads a month, 3,000 people a month that I could be calling. And I called you. And it got me thinking today because I was talking to him about my monthly coaching program, Monster Producer, where I coach every single month and every single week. And you won't see many coaches that show up every single week and coach like this every single week. It don't happen, man. And so I was teaching my students today about assets and liabilities, okay? And so I kind of gave them 7 or 8 things, Pastor Ken, that would be a liability, which would be an undercapitalized asset, or it could be something that's costing you something. And I started off with one that I actually think could encompass all of them. And it is attitude. Your attitude, I want you to think about this. An airplane has an attitude indicator. And an attitude indicator tells you if the plane is ascending, that means it's going up. It is plateaued, that means it's at its altitude. Or it is descending, that means coming down to land. And there's 3 states of energy. It is dynamic, it is static, or it is entropic. Attitude in people is a posture of the body. And I can't tell you how many people have bad attitudes. Attitude is a posture of the body represented by physical state. And so what's costing a lot of people is not just that they got a bad attitude. It's their posture of the body toward opportunity. It's the posture of the body toward prospecting. It's the posture of the body toward follow-up. It's the posture of their body toward work. It's the posture of their body toward conversion. It's the posture of their body toward finding a way to win. It's a posture of, it's basically most people's biggest liability they have is not their husband or wife or parents or where they live or boss. It's their attitude. Their attitude is their greatest liability. So here's something I try to teach my daughter who's 10 years old, who's just now learning this, man. Bad attitudes make for hard lives. Bad attitudes make for hard lives. Nobody wants to help you. Nobody wants to. When you don't think about other people and you don't be responsible and you don't do your job and you don't have work ethic and you don't have a consistency and you don't take initiative and you don't do things you know to do, right? Then the world basically says, screw you. I'm not helping you because of your attitude. I don't want to support you because of your attitude. I don't want to give you leads because of your attitude. I don't want to do business with you because of your attitude. Like the world basically shuts down all the doors that you have. And so at the end of the day, if I said there's 5 ways to see that if your attitude is really your biggest liability, it's ask yourself these questions. How much opportunity is coming to you? How much opportunity is moving away from you? Right? How many chances do people give you? Or is your attitude closing doors for you? Because everything is an external thing. Everything is somebody else's fault. Everything is an excuse. Right? So I would encourage you when you're thinking about this, the greatest liability you could have, which is something that's costing you something. Many times it's just pure attitude. Attitude toward people, attitude toward potential, attitude toward work ethic, or attitude toward doing what it takes to win. And if you don't solve this problem, man, it don't get any better. So if you're out there and you're listening to this I'd say sometimes, man, you think you just watch people that win more than other people, and you'd say, what do they do that other people don't do? And they all got a certain type of attitude toward these things I mentioned tonight. Attitude is a posture of the body represented by physical. Okay? Good attitudes make for good lives, and bad attitudes make for hard lives. Okay? So, just remember that. Assets add. Add something to somebody tonight. Encouragement versus discouragement. Energy. Add some energy. Add some positivity. Add a solution. Add, right? Like, just add, man. Just add. Be a person that brings versus takes. And I promise you, good things are going to happen, right? I'll be back in Tennessee tomorrow. I got my What's Next program coming up this week. That's my high net worth people coming into Tennessee. I got me and Andy Elliott on Wednesday. I got me and Rob Luna, Julie Ritchie on Friday. Man, I'm partnering with some of the best people in the world. And some people even got bad attitudes toward those people. So, come on, man. Get your head up. That's what I teach kids. Get your head up, smile, and meet and greet people. And good things are going to happen to you. I promise you. You guys have a good night. Before I get started, there is one very important question I have to ask you.
Coach Micheal Burt, Monster Producer Academy CEO. He's a personal friend of mine.
What good is it to have knowledge with no desire? What good is it to have desire with no skill? What good is it to have knowledge and skill with no confidence? A big part of activating your prey drive is finding and refining your talent. This is something that helps you get to the next place. People are made up of 4 parts: a body, a mind, a heart, and a spirit. You need to know you, and then you need to have an awareness, and sometimes you don't even know what you need. So all 4 parts of our nature have to be clicking. Your hard skill solves my problem. The bigger the problem, the more money people will pay to solve it. Everything is valuable to your future. What I'm really paying you for is your past. A monster producer combines multiple skills to dominate a market. When you get to wake up every day and do what you love doing, man, it is hard not to be motivated. They think at a higher ordinance than everybody else. They want to create new things. I have a conviction about me, and that's the conviction that you feel when I talk, when I speak. It comes across as passion. You got to learn how to connect to another person at such a deep level that it moves them. You have goals, you have targets, but you don't have a sense of urgency. They're going to exchange money, energy, they're going to raise capital, they're going to start new businesses, there's going to be joint ventures. I think your purpose finds you. It is activated. The word activate means to initiate. Discipline, which is a derivative of the word disciple, which means to give yourself to a person or cause you believe in. Do you believe in your future, yes or no? When we know better, we do better. Finding the problem that you are uniquely qualified to solve, and you don't know what problem you really solve for whom, then there is no big financial exchange right there. You should leave here thinking bigger today than when you came. And I want to shake your hand and look you in the eyeball when you make this decision. Thank you. We'll see you in the back. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.